Okay, welcome back, guys. We have an updated patch notes video here. We're going to go over the list of changes that they've added in. So let's go ahead and add this music in the back. So for Zerg, they have added that the Spire build time has been reduced from 71 seconds to 66 seconds. Mind you, the text in this, I noticed, is really weird, like where the numbers are placed. It almost looks like AI. That sounds crazy to say. It's just text, but still. Microbial Shroud cost increased from 75 to 100. I think that's necessary. It's a spell that's worth only having a maximum of 2 of. I guess 75 is still a max of 2, but you get to 2 faster that way. Microbial Shroud now requires an upgrade again, 150, 150. Okay, so it's like the return of pathogen glands, just different the abilities, I guess, entirely different, but the same concept with the Infestor having 2 upgrades in the Infestation Pit. Mothership movement speed reduced from 2.83 to 2.25. Okay, I guess Mama Ship was just moving a little too quick for people. Sonic Storm damage reduced from 10 to 5 per tick. Okay, but the duration is increased from 0.39 to 0.53 per tick, I'm assuming. So, like, the ticks take longer to happen, but the amount of ticks is doubled. So, Ionic Storm period count increased from 6 to 12. So, like, I'm assuming this is the amount of ticks that happens while the storm is going on. The Ionic Storm period reduced from 0.79 to 0.39. Period reduced, but duration increased. So it's like when each tick occurs, but I'm going to have to see how this actually works out. Radius increased from 1.5 to 2.25. This is huge. This is a 50% radius increase. Sonic Storm period count. Oh, we already talked about that one. Purification. This is terrible. This needs to be removed. It's literally bugged currently. We'll see if they fixed it in the bugged patch, but like reveals observers is fine, but it does not need to be revealed in the Fog of War. Hopefully they fix that in the bug notes. This is my first time reading through this as well. Purification radius increased from 1.5 to 1.75. Got a bit of an increase there. That's good, but the damage is still terrible, so they just want to make disruptors more useful again. Purification cooldown reduced from 21.4 to 17 seconds. Okay. Stasis War duration reduced from 170 seconds to 90 seconds. Okay. So I wonder if 90 seconds is enough to gain 50 energy to replace another one. If so, that makes sense. Otherwise, I think it should be slightly longer. 90 seconds. I mean, it's a minute and a half of a place being safe, but for energy, I think it's fine. Well, it's interesting. This will matter, but not as much as you think, I don't think. So the Viking costs 25 more gas now. Man, there goes my Viking harass strategy. No, I'm just kidding. It probably still will be viable. It's just now you can't make 2 starports worth of it off of a singular base, as well as like, so what you could do with the 50 gas Vikings is go 1-1-2 instead of 1-1-1 with Terran. And in TVT, it's particularly annoying because of the plus bonus damage to mechanical. SCVs are worse at defending when being pulled. Tanks and cyclones and everything just get destroyed. It was definitely an interesting week on the PTR. Misspelled rotors, hyperflight rotors, research time is still 100 to 79. That's good. Liberator sight range reduced. So I wonder if this makes it to where if they have lib range, they need something else to be able to fully see. I'm not quite sure what the idea of this change is. But okay. Fixed an issue. Okay, so now we're down to bug fixes. So I'm really happy with this one. I'm glad this seems necessary. Microbial Shroud, especially in ZVC, is so annoying. Be interested to see how the storm works. It's not going to be completely useless now. We're not going to be having our Marines showering in the Psionic Storm anymore. They're trying to bring Disruptor play back in the game because they reduced the effectiveness of Storm, but then they rebuffed the effectiveness of Storm. So we're gonna see how this all plays out, right? Okay, fixed an issue where Mothership had leftover redundant Psionic tag. Fixed an issue where the Mothership weapon behaved erratically when targeting changelings. Erratically. I wonder what erratically means in this situation. Fixed an issue where the Mothership was unable to designate and maintain the correct number of targets for target firing, including during movement. Oh, okay. Fixed an issue where the Mothership's target acquiring process would cause it to overly prioritize low priority targets, such as larvae. Fixed an issue where, man, the Mama Ship is just causing issues. Fixed an issue where the Mothership's range was less than intended. Updated Protoss AoE UI indicator. Okay, so like when you place a storm, like where it's going to land. Fixed an issue where both units with beam attacks would conflate each other's cooldowns. Okay, that sounds good. Fixed an issue where Protoss would become unresponsive. Where probes would become unresponsive near assimilators. All right. Fixed an issue with Psionic Storm ticks were applying incorrectly, causing unintended reduced damage. Yeah, unintended. After absolutely gutting the spell, you can't really say it's unintended. But yeah, I know what they're talking about. They're talking about the bugs that were happening with Storm. Fix an issue where units unloaded out of transports would not reset their acquired attack target to the closest unit. Huh, so they would keep their prior target to being loaded in? That sounds like a nerf. Straight up, I think this is a nerf. Like, it's a bug fix, but it's also a nerf. Fix an issue where add-on build commands would be issued to the same barracks repeatedly rather than spread out. I have had this happen before, actually, especially when the button's on rapid fire, like C for reactor. Fix an issue where add-on build commands. Fix an issue where hitting the key to construct an add-on twice could result in the production structure lifting when certain settings were used. Huh. I want to say I know what they're talking about, but I've also just been getting used to my lift button being spacebar, and I've accidentally lifted some things, so that could just be a me problem. Fix an issue where set rally could not be issued if both flying and ground structures were simultaneously selected. Oh, that's actually really nice. That's really nice for Terran, specifically when you're flying over bases. Being able to reset your rallies, like most time you have to shift-click the flying command center out to be able to do so, but if you can use the G key, this should save you 1 action per time, which is nice. Quality of life change, right? Fix an issue where visual effects from abilities could be seen through the fog of war, parasitic bomb, stimpak. Okay, are we gonna fix lurker sounds? Are we gonna fix what else is there? There's a whole bunch of things you can hear and see through the fog of war that you shouldn't be able to. You can hear lurkers burrowing as well. Fixed an issue where visual effects from abilities cannot be seen even when large portions of the model were well within vision range. Guardian shield, microbial shroud. Okay, I haven't experienced that myself. That sounds good. Fiction issues where disruptors lacked an AoE indicator. What do you mean by indicator, right? Fix an issue where units were using an outdated AoE indicator. That's good. Fix an issue where stasis wards had no pre-placement visual indicator or sound. Okay, fix an issue where liberators could designate attack target while morphing from AG to AA, but not while from anti-ground to anti-air, but not while morphing from anti-air to anti-ground. This is actually insane. This is a buff. And I say that because, so what this means is that when you're sieging up, you can now set attack targets. Wait, fix an issue where they could? Okay, never mind. So now it's a nerf. So you can't be like right-clicking on, like the commands you issue, you won't be able to like shift-click down probes when you're setting it up anymore, which, I mean, that's okay. It just means you have to pay slightly more attention to the Liberator, which honestly is probably not a bad thing considering Terrans just set and forget with most libs. So, fix an issue where the model for Zerg 6x6 rocks was set to be too low. Okay, no one cares about that. Fix an issue where Ravagers would glide along the ground if told to move command after issuing Corrosive Bile. Okay, they also fixed the issue on Ultra Low where the units just pop in and out of the ground on the bridges in the middle. Fix an issue where no target impact animation was present for Corrosive Bile. Updated SFX for Microbial, special effects for Microbial Shroud. Very nice. Okay, this is a big list of issues changed. I'm very happy with this so far. And I'm looking forward to playing more games on the patch. I'm looking forward to seeing how the new Spire cost time reduction feels. You can already get a third base 25 seconds faster as with having a Spire that was 7 seconds faster than a 2-base Spire. So looking forward to playing more Mutilating Bane on the patch. I'm actually going to try out Storm now. I tried it in the unit tester, but I never played it in games. I was trying to figure out how to play without Storm because of how much they gutted it. And then as far as Terran goes, I'm probably not going to... I had a build I was trying to develop. I'm going to have to change it up because of the gas change on the Viking. But other than that, let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. If you did enjoy, please do consider subscribing. And make sure to check out Ladder Legends for the best learning community around right now. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.